You
All
ready?
Right. Yeah, bro.
What's up, Guns Out Range Day 2023?
What's the name of the podcast, John?
This is the Go Beyond Podcast Range Day Special. Let's go.
Wow.
And get some.
Wow.
So we're live at XCal, Loudoun County, Virginia. My special guest, John Keys, is joining me for our second.
Stop cutting hosts.
You know what? I just keep messing you up,
You
John.
do, dog. But
we're
I
live.
let you slide until now, dog, because I'm sick of it.
So you're
I'm
just going to
fed
take
up.
over my show,
I'm fed
huh?
up. This is the John Keys Show, guys. Listen, if you want me to replace Michael, don't say that. Because
Just
I
call
won't-
in.
I
You
won't
know
do
what?
that.
I actually want to know that. If you want John to replace me, give us a call.
I would never.
1-866-801-8255.
Anytime.
We're live, guys, in Loudoun County, Virginia at XCal. We're hosting our second annual Guns Out TV Range Day, and it has been an exceptional day. You just heard from Sharnetta Sams talking about black women and firearms, the largest demographic group in the country in terms of new gun owners. We're going to pivot a little bit, and then we'll come back to Sharnetta. We have transitioned, and I really want to talk about something, guys, that I think a lot of new gun owners, John, have a lot of questions about, and that is, well, when I buy a gun, where do I go to buy additions to my gun?
Right.
And I think we have the perfect individuals on to share a little bit about their story, but to also help us walk through this, Justin and Ashley McMillian from JMac Customs. Welcome to the Shermichael Singleton Show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys so much for having us. We're excited for this opportunity.
No, thank you
Awesome,
guys.
awesome.
We're live, and I'm excited to have you guys on because you're a small business, which I really love to promote. But I think you guys are creating some really amazing products. And of course, a lot of experienced gun owners are going to be familiar with you guys. But what about the new guys? And we want to make sure that new people can go to places where they can purchase reliable equipment. So talk to us a little bit about your company and how you guys got started.
Okay, so we started our business in 2011. I was working basically a dead-end job, and I came home one day and I was like, I don't think that I can do this anymore. And so Justin was like, we have all of these ideas, give your 2 weeks notice tomorrow. So from there, we started our business, and we've just kind of developed from there, starting with the AK platform now to so many hosts. Justin, would you like to list off a few?
Yeah,
Well, hold on, Justin. Before you jump in, I want to stay with your wife for a minute because we just talked about women and firearms.
Okay.
How did you get into firearms as a woman?
Okay, actually, I was living in South Carolina at the time, and Justin had reached out to me and asked if I could do some modeling for a company.
Oh, so that's how you got it, Justin. Okay.
It was a West Virginia-based company in Philippi called Blackheart International. And so I was like, yeah, I'll be in on this weekend. And so we did our basic firearms training. Actually, I learned virtually how to disassemble and reassemble a firearm. I learned all the components of the firearms from ARs to AKs. And then we did some dry firing on the range. And then, we went out and we did our shoot. And I've been obsessed with full auto since.
And so, Ashley, for you as a woman, did you have any trepidation getting into firearms, or did you always know, what, I'm a woman, I need to know how to defend myself?
As women, there's this stigma that you always have to be watchful and mindful. When you get out, are your eyes open? Are you aware? Are you carrying pepper spray? What tools do you have that are available to you that you feel comfortable using? And I feel like a lot of women feel intimidated when it comes to concealed carry, right? So at this time, I didn't even have a concealed carry. My grandfather always, had firearms and had a collection of firearms. But, Justin, really got me in, and I just kind of dove in from there, and I knew, we can do this. Whatever it takes to do it, we can do it.
So Justin, it sounds like you're the mad scientist behind all the innovation going on over there at JMac Customs. So first, before I want to ask you, tell us about the products that you make and why you make them. But before I get there, I'm gonna just tell you how important it is what you're doing. So for example, when I became a new gun owner and I started purchasing parts, the first place I went?
Where?
What's that?
Come on, I know you can guess.
Brownells.
Brownells.
Amazon.
Boy, bye.
Amazon. Exactly. But I would tell myself, boy, buy for that. But so and you go there and you buy all these budget parts, budget optics, budget this, budget that, right? And you just slapping all kind of stuff on your guns, and it's just really not doing anything for you as a shooter at all, right? However, we already are outfitted with some parts from JMac, and we could tell the difference immediately on the efficacy of the firearm. So now tell us about what it is that you do, what are the products, and what are they supposed to do?
Awesome. Yeah, so I think Ash already mentioned that we started off with niche products. for the AK. So we wanted to fill that void. And anyone listen to this, if you're starting a business, this is my number one recommendation: find a void and fill it. Because if you're going to start off competitive, it's a very, very tough market. So you find that niche and you fill it. That was AKs for us. So we made stock adapters, we made muzzle devices, and then we made replica products for products that weren't available in the U.S. So it was an AK part that wasn't imported. So we would make a replica. We got with Larry Vickers, and we did our East German gas block combo. So that was our start. We actually, prior to that start, we actually tried to sell other people's products, and that's a dead-end business for us, at least in West Virginia. So definitely don't recommend that. So we actually went in upside down on the business and lost a lot of money and failed. So we got back together and like, how can we do this and actually succeed? So that's when we came up with our own products. From there, we've grown and expanded, and now we pretty much, if you have a modern semi-automatic rifle, pistol, we have something for you. Pistol is a rifle form pistol. Yep. We've got something for you. We've got the 1913 adapters, the stocks, the muzzle devices. We make barrels, trunnions. We have really expanded, and this year has been a huge push to bring new products to the market. So we've got 60-some products new on the market this year.
So was you starting with the AK products? Was that a part of your strategy of attacking that niche, that niche and filling that void?
Yeah, so I'm passionate about AKs. I feel that the AK itself has got so much character, charisma, so all the different variants, I was just super excited about learning more and collecting those myself. But I also found that the accessories, the aftermarket following for the AKs was so limited. We've got the main versions of the AK that you can buy parts for, but when you start getting into these niche variants, there's no products out there. So we're like, we can make something for this and make it a more effective tool for self-defense. So that's when we started coming up with those products and really helping people either compete with them or using it as a defensive tool.
No, and I can vouch that the products are good, but Ashley, I want to ask you this, and you and I spoke about this yesterday.
Okay.
What is it like being in business with your husband? Because sometimes a lot of people have hesitation about getting in business with a family member, a friend, let alone someone they have to sleep next to every night.
We push each other every day to not only be better at business, but to be better people. So, we lift each other up, and there are some days where maybe I can only give 80% and he helps give me that other 20 and vice versa. Is it easy? No, but nothing easy is worth it, right? So we discussed this before. The man or the woman on top of the mountain was not placed there. So, you have to really be vigilant and motivated and dedicated to your mission. We meet together weekly. We'll have our dinners, or we're having breakfast, or we're having coffee, and just, being thankful for what we have. But we're also like, what's our goal for today? What's our goal for the week? What's our ultimate goal? And then, what's that goal that we kind of like? If you shoot for the moon, you land amongst the stars, right? So we celebrate the wins. And Justin had said something a little bit ago, like something about failed. And like my heart kind of dropped when he said that, because I don't see anything that we've ever done as a failure. I see it as an opportunity to learn and grow and be more. So if you know about JMac Customs, at the very beginning it was just the two of us, and we worked long and hard to get where we are, and now we have a team, and we're open to bringing even more people onto the team. So it's crazy to think that we started driving the Deuce and a Half with products and selling them at gun shows and not even making enough money to pay for the stay and the food.
Now this is a pretty cultured audience I have here, so you're gonna have to explain what kind of vehicle that is for my audience. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Explain it for me.
So in 2011, Justin bought this bobbed Deuce and a Half from someone off of Facebook, right, Justin?
So a Deuce and a Half, what she's saying here, is a 2.5-ton military truck, and our version just happens to be 3 foot shorter with some 49-inch tires. It's just like a big monster truck.
Guys, the phone lines are open, 866-801-8255. So, when you guys think about JMac Customs, you started 2011.
Yes.
You have, about 30 employees now, give or take?
Yes.
Where do you see your company going as small business owners in the next 5 years? Because, Justin, I really love your approach to business, and something you said yesterday that really stood with me. You said it's about customer service first.
Yes.
Yeah, so ultimately, at the end of the day, regardless of what size we end up in 10 years from now, the goal is obviously to grow. That's been our goal for the existence of our business. Is we've always been in growth mode.
Definitely.
So to me, it's about creating those opportunities for other people. We've got an awesome team, especially out at MDI. We've got a great group of people out there working. But at the end of the day, you've got to put a quality product on the market and tailor to that customer. They've got to know that when they purchase their product, they're getting the best thing on the market. They're not buying the Amazon, putting it on, and then 2 days later be like, all right, so now what do I got to upgrade? You know, it's buy nice, buy twice. That's always been our philosophy. If you make that quality product, you're going to have happy customers. You're going to provide that value. So that's our goal at the end of the day.
Well, you know, another thing that I like about you guys, and Ashley, I'm going to go ahead and say this, and I don't know what you're going to say to this.
Okay.
But they don't get into the politics.
We do not.
And I like that, because the reality, Justin and Ashley, is not getting into all of that craziness and saying, you know what, we're going to make a product for everybody.
Yes.
I think that's important. And so when you think about individuals who may not have heard of JMac Customs, what would you say to that person in terms of this is a place to come if you're just getting into firearms and you're at the stage where you want to start building or adding on, or you're looking for quality products? What advice would you give to that person who's listening to the show?
Always ask questions. I mean, if you're unsure, don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask questions. We've got this contact form. You can reach out to us. Rob Solomon, hey Rob, is our main customer support technical advisor contact. He is fantastic. If you've been with JMac for a while, you know that the majority of that fell on my plate. So it's great to have Rob there on the team, because he's very well versed in many things, including suppressors. So if you have a firearm host, whether it's an AK, whether it's a Brownells BRN 180, whether it's a SIG, whatever you have that you want to outfit, we've got something for you. Whether it's a stock adapter, hand guards, pistol grips, hand guard accessories, muzzle devices, suppressor mounts, flash hiders. We can help point you in the right direction based on if you're competing, if it's for personal protection, if it's your truck gun, whatever your budget. We are here to help you.
Ash, we had you on our show a couple days ago filming.
Yes.
And something you said to me that I thought it touched me, and it's important that I think I would like you to share it with the audience if you could. And that is, being on our show and allowing you to walk us through the paces of upgrading our firearms with the parts that you and your husband have made.
Yes.
And repping the brand that you and your husband are building together. It gave you a lot of joy in comparison to what most people want from a woman on social media and so on. So if you could expound on that, that would be great.
Okay, I'm going to do my best to keep myself composed during this. So if you are aware with JMac Customs or Kalash Queen page in general, you guys know I rock the Adidas and I shoot the machine guns, and that's fine and that's fun, and I love doing all of that. But at the end of the day, I want to provide valuable content. I don't want people to just only come to my page to see the tracksuit videos. While I do enjoy doing them, I want to provide that value. So something that has always been motivational and exciting for me, as you can see I'm lighting up right now, Justin would bring me in just a very base, AK host, and he'd be like, okay girl, outfit this, and I'm like, I got you. So I start outfitting it and plugging and playing the accessories, just making it, number one, aesthetically pleasing, but also functional, right? We like that modularity.
Yep.
We like being able to know that we can rely on our firearm at the end of the day. So, that just brought me so much joy, whether it's, blacked out, bougie tan, Gucci green. It brings me so much joy, and I'm so glad that you invited us out, because you helped re-inspire me to create this content. So I want everyone to be on the lookout for our video together. We did a glow up of the Brownells BRN 180, and so my new series is going to be called From Basic to Bougie. So we were talking about on the way here, should we create a contact form on the website for customers to come in, put in their firearm host, give me their budget, and kind of what they're aiming to do, like we did with you. And then I do a video, Instagram, YouTube, wherever it may be, and I show you, hey, this is how I would outfit this firearm. And if that's useful to you, please, I hope that you use that information to get the products that you need to outfit your host for, your end use.
I really appreciate you for saying that and for sharing that, because it's a lot of times, I know as a woman and in the industry, there's the whole gun bunny mentality.
Yes.
And like they just want to see you shoot a full auto in a tracksuit or some Daisy Dukes or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And the fact that you yourself want more.
I do.
For your customers, for your subscribers, for your viewers, I think is very admirable. And it's also very intelligent on your part.
Thank you.
All right, so Justin, I gave John this opportunity to do this, but he just skipped over it. So we're getting ready for our next break, a final break of the show. As we wrap with you guys, I want you to tell the audience just some final words about your company. If there's some new folks who may have never heard of you, what would you say to say, hey, come check us out?
So do you want to where we are, where to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so our most active platform, of course, is Instagram right now, and of course we're struggling over there with all the.
Sure.
What's
What's your Instagram handle?
It's JMac Customs, JMac Customs, all one word. So you can follow us there. Highly recommend joining our newsletter. We have no filters there. We can provide the content that we want our customers to see without having to worry about what the social media platforms are doing, because right now they're being tyrannical, as you know. So definitely follow us there. Head over to our website, do the newsletter. That's the way to go.
And that's jmac-customs.com. We drop the newsletter every Friday.
And real quick, for new and a lot of younger guys are really getting into AKs. Is there a place on your site where they can learn more about AKs? Because it's a different platform.
Yeah, that's a great question. So we've got two ways to shop our website. We actually have a configurator, if I'm saying that right.
Yep, I'm saying it right.
Yeah, you can go in there and you can pick your base AK, and then you can slap some parts on it, and you see that in a 2D manner. It actually physically puts the parts on that. And we worked to develop that about 3 years ago, and it's just on the website. It's an awesome tool. And then also we have Shop by Firearms. So we literally have, I'm going to say, 50, 60 some hosts. So you go through there. So we said Zastava a little bit earlier. So if you got a Zastava M70, for example, you click Zastava, you click M70. When you go to that page, everything that's on that page fits your M70. So you know the products you're shopping are exactly options for that specific host.
No, I think that makes a lot of sense. And again, guys, a lot of, we've talked about firearms on the show before. A lot of you guys have called in, and ladies have called in with so many questions. And oftentimes, I think more so for the guys than the ladies, you get into this, guys, and then you go down the rabbit hole, and then you start saying, well, where can I go to learn more about a certain platform? And then where can I go to buy materials for that platform? Well, JMac Customs with Justin and Ashley McMillian, they are the place to go. You're listening to the Shermichael Singleton Show live on SiriusXM Urban View, channel 126. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.